Hello there everyone and welcome back. It's time to play some more Deadlock, and I did have an opportunity to look at the Cylon fleets a little bit to get an understanding of what exactly happened there, and apparently I think I got an idea of what it was. I got an answer, I think, for lack of a better term, because really how the Cylons operate in terms of distributing their power and effectiveness is drastically different to how the colonial fleets work, because you saw the little slider bar that was like attack, offensive 4, defensive 4, and that I was using for my certain postures and stances. Well, Cylons have that in a much more extreme sense. They can literally distribute their power to to either completely turn off certain subsystems and completely overcharge others. So I am going to suspect that is exactly what happened, because it's not exactly hard to get incredible firepower out of your Cylon ships if you know what to turn off, which unfortunately means two of the systems that they don't need, which is what? The Marine Bay, which is basically for dealing with boarding, which, newsflash, the colonial fleets can't actually do boarding, so Cylon fleets can safely turn that off, which boosts their power for everything else. And then also, they could turn off their firewall protection and their sensors, which also, they probably don't need against the colonial fleet because I don't have any means of hacking. So, when they turn off both of them, they are easily doing over 100% efficiency with everything else. That includes their armor resistance, their firepower, their accuracy, and even their fighters' avoidance systems, because they even have a subsystem for their hangar bays to increase the effectiveness of their fighters, needless to say. So, if they turn that off as well, they gain full value out of all the remaining subsystems, and basically what that means is they're getting 30% more efficiency, I think, roughly, in comparison to everything else. So not only are they going faster, they have really good resistance, they also got maximum value out of their weaponry as well. So I think that is what happened, because just trying it against the bot there, if you focus fire with everything, they just get erased immediately if you can get away with full firepower. So I'm going to have to get some experience having to fight against Cylon fleets, because apparently that is terrifying. But it's like I said before, if I don't crash my own Manticores upon each other, and again make it really awkward and uncomfortable for him, by like either flanking or gaining his front there with such vulnerable armor points, then I could probably get something done, because hell, we saw firsthand, I killed his ships first, or at least killed one of his ships first when the actual combat began, so there is still promise for me nonetheless. But let's get on to an actual match, shall we? Alright, it is go time, and interesting thing that I'm seeing right now, if you look on the top, my symbol that right by my name there, my opponent, is not matching with the rank that I have over on the right, so I wonder what does that mean exactly. And as I get my fleet all set up, don't want to burn any more time than I want, but maybe this is a good thing for me. Maybe that's for like actual individual ranking, not so much my profile level, which originally I thought they were one and the same, sort of. But maybe not. Maybe not in this case. But either way, we have ourselves a bit of a potentially even match, so let's hopefully provide a good show. But the most important thing I need to remember is to somehow not collide my Manticores with each other. And probably the main thing I'm going to have to do to help alleviate that is to try and make sure that my Manticores move first, I think, might help with that. Oh well, just a moment there. Alright, with that said though, let's try and move these Manticores and get them ready for what we're moving. So, if nothing else, this should be a more interesting battle, because I imagine somehow I get the feeling if we're going to fight more experienced players, as apparently he's deployed on the right there, we may see more of what we saw before, with all adamants, kind of like all the same type of ship, or at least very basic kind of compositions. And while it's a nice simple way to go, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the best one. I just don't have the experience to know how to punish that.
Yes, sir.
But like I said before, I have ideas
Yes,
how to deal with that, and yeah, more ramming attempts. I need to fix that. Let's just get this moving straight forward. That way there's no risk of it ramming. I thought I moved this Manticore up forward. I guess I forgot to save it. That might be a bit of my problem. nonetheless, we're seeing 5 ships there. What does that tell me? Doesn't really tell me a whole lot. Not until I start seeing some fighters at least. Then I can start making assumptions on what he's fielding. It's not like 4 ships like before where I was thinking he was going really heavy on the points at least. I do have that going for me. And also I didn't realize when I was experimenting with the Cylons, going on defensive posture actually increases my sensor range, which is actually this little grid down below here. I can use that to help increase my spotting potential.
On it, Commander.
Downside, of course, it slows me down, so it reduces my mobility. So it's not technically making it a better scout,
Yes,
but
Commander.
something I need to consider. I should really consider anyway, for when as we move on forward in this match. It's something I can use to try and be a little more, keep my distance a little more safer.
Yes,
Nonetheless, let's see. I see fighters coming out now, 4 fighters, so this could very well be the 4 Adamants and 1 Manticore then. Or never mind. Okay. At first I thought there was only 3 fighters. Apparently there is a 4th one. It's just hanging back. So he's getting super aggressive with this, so let's launch my own fighters. Get the Manticores in a more defensive posture so they can be protected. Because I would like them not to get shot for free without punishing these,
On it, Commander.
without his Vipers or whatever they are heavily. And also I kind of want to go aggressive posture with these things as well so they can get more firepower in. Because those things are going to get at me really quick. So let's do that, shall we? Might be too early to do that, I won't lie, but I just know those fighters can get in really quick, and I'm launching my own fighters as well. I just gotta remember to keep an eye on the Manticores, because I'm not so much worried about the Adamants and the Minotaur ramming each other, because they're supposed to go in like a formation, as it were, whereas these 3, they fluctuate a lot because they're all flying randomly. It's pretty much random flying. So what do we have here? Oh, damn it. Okay, it's Viper Mark II, so those are fully upgraded versions, so that is actually good to know.
On it, Commander.
I'm okay with this, and I'm going to hang my fighters back and get ready to start shooting at these things, because if I can get free damage on his stuff, on his fighters, that'd be good, although it looks like they're already launching for some reason. I don't know why one of my Viper squads are moving out and not the others. I need to pull that back, though, before it gets itself killed. Recall, actually defend. Just defend the Manticore. I would like you not to get sniped. Isolate, as it were. So with that said, let's continue moving. Look for windows to kind of spot. And maybe get some missiles in.
On it, Commander.
Because this again tells me maybe 4 Adamants, and he infested a lot of points if they're all Mark IIs. Although let me just zoom in and see if they all are upgrade Mark IIs. Yeah, they're all Mark IIs there, so the cheapest thing you could actually have, as my voice starts to break up for no reason, would be 4 Adamants. But those things cost like 60 points extra. There's no way you can... Well, I'll have to see how the points line up there. I'm not really adding it up, so... I'm looking at 4 Adamants and 1 Manticore in that case. So I need to take a look at my own Adamant's armor to know what I can take advantage of. And yeah, there's what I was talking about. See? Vipers are getting isolated, they're getting murdered. Why the hell did they even chase after that Viper anyway and not have the other one help out? That confuses me. And it cost me a Viper squad as a result, which is even more irritating. Oh well, not much I could do now, alas. I just gave him a free fighter squadron. I'm not sure why that is. I still got aggressive posture, so I can still do a lot of damage. I just gotta be ready for possible dumbfire torpedoes. Well, with all these Mark IIs, he can't possibly have the points for the torpedoes as well, right? Because that does cost points to upgrade. And I need to look for opportunities to fire my own torpedoes actually too. So let me watch his posture and movement, quite frankly. And give it a few moments to see if there's a collision course. Although I did change my altitude just to be safe, but we might be okay. He's just going straight, so I could fire some torpedoes and try and get some frontal damage on him. pretty straightforward so far, so I think it's worth trying. What ship do I go after, though? Because I'm worried his Vipers will start shooting down my missiles now that they pulled back. Nonetheless, I'll look for windows, I guess, to do that.
Understood.
And let's boost my sensors because I'm about to detect them relatively soon. And maybe then I can make a better judgment call what I want to go after. I just don't want to give him any free kills like he just did already, damn it. That's infuriating. But it's not the end of the world just yet. Not quite, and we're probably close to identifying the Manticore, although his fighters did identify me easily enough, so I don't think that's not much of a concern. Not to mention, what is the sensor range? Oh, not really very large, so it's entirely possible maybe he didn't identify me. There's no indicator to let me know when I'm identified, though. Just with the patch, apparently. They just changed the color when I actually have selected a ship and changed their posture and movement. That's the only thing I can make out. And this will likely detect the Manticore. So maybe I can start scaring that off, if nothing else. And you will start poking out there, but you're going to get jumped really quick. So I want you ready to fall back in a moment's notice. Nonetheless, sensors are still enhanced. I should definitely detect that Manticore. I don't know how angles work, though, since we are looking at sensor range from a flat plane. Nonetheless, we got the last fighter squadron. There's our Manticore. Everything is going as should be. It's just a question of can this Manticore avoid damage?
Unit is hostile.
Okay, we got an adamant as well. And Arash focused my attention on the adamants, especially since he's kind enough to actually try and send his Vipers after me. Probably still a mistake. Oh, and I even get to see what he's equipped with. So he has sweepers on that. Okay, so the fourth squad's a sweepers, so that is good to know. And that one does have torpedoes. I don't know exactly how many points is the sweepers, but that tells me not to overcommit with the missiles. Try not to anyway. And also, we'll stay defensive posture. He does have torpedoes, so let's try and fire and scare off this Manticore some. And at least spread out my missiles so I don't feel like I'm getting punished if he successfully blocks with the sweeper.
On it, Commander.
We'll see. Let's see how this goes, shall we? Because I'm dodging some of it, taking light hits. Torpedoes are full on hit. Took a good portion of the damage. I'm even getting shots off with the Manticore on the left. I like it. It has potential, although damage on the bottom is actually not a bad thing. I'm still waiting to see what his fighters do. I'm waiting for his sweeper, most importantly. And I can keep fire on this Manticore, since he's probably fixated on these missiles here due to his lack of experience.
On it, Commander.
So keep on moving there. These are still in aggressive posture, which is probably not a good idea, mind you, considering they did absolutely nothing so far with the aggressive posture. But we do have them above us. I want to make sure Manticore still has them above them so we can make use of its artillery. With that said, though, let's get back to normal posture so I can actually get moving again. Because I've been reducing my speed to no effect, quite frankly, and I would like to fix that.
Yes, sir.
If only slightly, and I want to make sure this adamant is able to kind of protect the Minotaur as well. I'm going to try the little maneuver where it dips down and try and shields it, if at all possible. Don't want to go too ridiculous, but have it available as an option. This Manticore is going to go down and turn around. This one, yep, these two are just turning around. I got torpedoes already firing guided missiles. And those torpedoes did some good damage. I just gotta make sure my Vipers are in a good defensive spot. Which maybe actually defend the one on the left right now. So no collisions, looking good. So let's get this going. Oh, there's the dumbfire torpedoes, and damn, he has a lot of dumbfire. Did I change my altitude enough? Oh, that was scary. So apparently he has a lot of torpedoes, despite the fact he upgraded to Mark IIs and all that. So dodging those torpedoes was a big
Yes,
deal.
Commander.
I only took very light damage on the right. That paid off nicely. I was expecting all this time he had guided missiles, so I checked the Manticore, but I never did check the adamants, which almost cost me dearly there. Almost.
On it, Commander.
And he has Vipers coming in now to attack me, so I'm getting him the rear. I'm wondering if
Yes,
I should go offensive or defensive with that in mind, because he could just retract and pull them back, in all honesty. Nonetheless, let's get the adamants focus firing something down. We'll focus on the one in back. It'll give him a little more time, and I think there's like an accuracy bonus for shooting at that Viper squad. Only downside I think also applies is that they aren't going to be very effective at shooting the other ones. So I do want to try and get actual damage in, even if it is only on a single squad. So keep them moving. We did burn the sweeper. I don't know where exactly the sweeper is though, because the sun's actually in my way. That's a Viper squad, so that doesn't count. I don't know. All I know is it's out of the way for this next missile barrage, so I'm okay with that. So far it's looking promising. That's all I can say. So that's defensive. Oh, I forgot to turn off its posture.
Manticore is taking damage.
Okay, Minotaur did take damage from a second missile salvo. That's unfortunate. The rear's gone that, which is kind of okay. I saw it turn its defensive posture on, though. So rear took a big beating. Yeah, this is why I need to be constantly changing my altitude, because that would be the easiest way to dodge those torpedoes. It's a good thing I dodged the first set. So I don't think there's too much to worry about there. Just gotta keep hitting this Manticore. Try to anyway. Give him less to be capable of. Oh, it also shows me the turn timers for his missiles coming off cooldown. So that's valuable to know. I took light damage to my navigation, so turn this thing around. And I'm kind of hoping these Manticores actually doing damage to these damn things. Because if nothing else, I don't want to lose Manticores because of damn Vipers. Ideally. So let's start lowering this adamant down and get ready for shield screen. And at least protect the rear. I don't know how effective it's going to be, but let's try it. What's my Vipers doing? They're right now engaging their Vipers, so that's what I want of it. If only I had a second squad, though, available. If only I had a second squad available, that one's perfectly safe. That one took the rear damage, so let's try and get an offensive posture and hope that helps with accuracy some. Actually, let me turn these around. Their altitude should not change, but it'll give me more time to avoid his fleet as a result. While it focus on chipping down his fighters. Let's see how this goes.
Manticore is taking damage.
Yeah, Manticore's taking damage. I kind of knew that. Missiles are away. That's taking hits from artillery cannons. And we are getting some bottom hull damage. And we are due for a collision course, so gotta keep that in mind. As much as I like this thing to protect you, it's going to be a little tricky with how close the formation is getting. And what are these Vipers doing? Mines took a little bit of damage, but as soon as it recalls, it's instantly dead, though. So I need to try and aid that somehow. Actually, keep these moving away. So that way, they can keep focusing their fire on the Vipers. I need to kill as many of them as I can, because these Vipers more for a defensive purpose and not so much aggression. And also, let me turn my Manticores to deal with his. Because I could get damn good torpedo salvo in right here. So let's see how that goes.
Yes, Commander.
And this one, unfortunately, is going to take a bit of a beating, but it's a little more resistant now. It's defensive posture and it's kind of turning its heading. Let's see if this goes any better. Because yeah, bottom's almost gone. Torpedoes. All good hits. Well, almost all of them. But now it's taking armor damage. And I think my adamant's actually blocking some of the shots there. Maybe not very much, but it's blocking some, which is good.
Understood.
Which I'm happy with. It's hard to say if it actually is because I'm not actually watching the adamants. And no, I saw that collision course. Let's try and be careful. This is a little tenuous, but now I'm in a position where I can fire on his Manticore heavily.
Missiles on their way.
I am liking this potential here. And this is the one without the rear armor, so gotta be careful. Gotta somehow defend it. Because I could kill this thing really quick. And I would like to kill this thing really quick, so just gotta be ready to get the hell out. And I also have to remember, this is like this entire movement is based on 10 seconds, so maybe I can start turning now. I'm certainly not going to get the kill, but the potential is really promising. And 2 turns till missiles fire for them. And also, let me have a quick look. What are your turrets focused on? Whatever's closest, with the left and right guns anyway. So, theoretically, my broadside weaponry, ooh, they even highlight there now. I wonder if that's due to the patch. They will shoot at the fighters if they're closest. Otherwise, I'm fine with them shooting the Manticore once it's got an arc. Because, yeah, those Vipers still on the move. Mine's is about to die, unfortunately, and retreat is probably a bad idea, alas, so...
Missiles incoming.
More missiles.
Manticores taking damage.
I should be... Damn it, I'm not raising my elevation again. This is... Oh, my adamant was the one was taking the damage, so maybe I was changing my elevation some, but still, I need to fix that. But at least the Minotaur was spared the damage, which I'm okay with. I'm perfectly okay, because this adamant could just straight up turn around. And I should repair his engineering in the meantime, because I don't think it's going to get much attacks in. And that adamant's about to die, and I see them due for a collision course of some kind. Not sure in what way exactly, but let's finish off this Manticore quickly. And I do need to keep an eye on the damn turn timer, because now my right armor's gone from the missiles, so I'm going to turn this Manticore around, so that's not a big threat. Not a huge issue just yet, but these guys need to get the hell out, because they're going to take a bit of damage. I lost my pilots, unfortunately, but not too terribly heavy damage. If only the torpedoes did a little more damage, that'd be good. But next turn I can fire my own missiles, and his adamant will be able to hit me. I also need to change elevation some. I think that's a good idea to try and do.
So say we all.
Because if I remember his pattern, assuming he's firing right off cooldown, he had another salvo come at me afterwards, so everything needs to change their elevation with that said.
So say we all.
So, one more to move. This is the cripple one, so I just want you to go evasive posture. Your armory's almost gone, but again, armory doesn't do crap for me here. It's strictly for boarding. Oops, and that was torpedoes. So, I'm not worried about that. Here comes more missiles.
Taking damage.
I kind of saw that coming. Do I dodge?
Adamant is taking damage.
Damn it.
Minotaur is taking damage.
I thought I'd lower it more, but I guess not, damn it. And now my entire navigation is gone, so this thing's a sitting duck. So, I really need to learn how to dodge those, because that's very possible. And that would help a ton, because I did dodge kind of the first salvo decently enough. It's just a matter of constantly doing that, because I could just outlast him a little bit. As far as the torpedo missile front. And where's his Manticore? Still alive. Barely still alive, but still alive nonetheless, so it's being irritating. And this needs its repairs up. So, left side's shielded. I need to continue my turn to the left, though.
Yes,
keep formation going. And get ready to possibly do damage here. Torpedoes are going to be up here, about none of them took damage. Oh, one of the animates took damage, so I think that's my priority there. Try and chip that down. Although, of all the subsystems I had destroyed, it's the one that's completely useless. Go figure. Oh well. I'm going to switch to defensive, so that way Engineering Bay will repair faster.
Manticores taking damage.
So that's gone. He's activate the sweepers again, so that's fine. And hopefully this can get enough navigations to protect its rear. Engineering's back up. These need to kind of get ready to protect the Minotaur.
Yes,
Because
sir.
it's still going to be repairing for a few turns, but it's the rear armor that's really at risk, so... And if all I need is some way to kind of shield that. Get the navigation up to full power. Let's see, that's the bottom, so... If I can get this Manticore down low, that'd be good, but navigations are damaged again, so... I think this turn's going to be mostly
Yes,
repair round. While these Manticores get themselves in good posture. What does his Viper status look like anyway? 14, 26, so... He's still got plenty of Vipers around to cause issues, unfortunately. So... If anything, I want to slow this Animate down some to let the Minotaur time to catch up. It should be alright, but what's the range looking like? Because I'm going to get in range really soon. I'm already in range, so slowing down is not a good idea. I want to start dipping or raising myself to maybe dodge some shots that way. So the Adamants are kind of on their own for a bit. While this thing continues its repairs, Manticores go to a more aggressive posture. And let's see. We're about to be in range, so I need to start focusing something. So that way it can start hitting back hard enough. And I do have missiles as well. So, and I just saw the sweeper thing. I don't know the sweeper effect, so I should be able to fire these missiles freely enough and do some hull damage. We'll find out. No collision course. Everything's repositioning. So...
Manticore is taking damage.
Alright, Manticore, we already knew was taking damage. Unfortunately, it's going to die to the damn Vipers. Ah, dang, it is actually going to get hit by a sweeper. I didn't see the chat before, damn it. Unless the damn thing just decides now to block, so that's a shame. We didn't really do much damage otherwise, so that's unfortunate. Navigation is almost back up. Manticore, unfortunately, is going to die before it can get shut off, so it needs to fire now or never, I guess. Which, again, can't do. Sweeper's kind of in the way. I can still get its rear, though, but of course you know the problem with that is damn thing is going to get harassed by the Vipers, so don't know how effective that truly is, in all honesty. So instead, you're actually going to boost up,
So say we
get
all.
far in the front there, and we'll try to do some damage to this stuff, because I'm about to lose one Manticore anyway. Navigation off. This thing's dead, so full attack. Fire the torpedoes, do what damage you can.
Manticore is taking damage.
So, does that hit? Probably not. Nope. Hits the sweeper wave again. Jeez, that thing's got quite a radius on it. So it was looking promising, but apparently my things are crap at shooting at Vipers, apparently. Even when all my ships are together. Because now my Minotaur is just going to straight up die. It looks like. To Vipers. If only I hadn't lost that one squadron for free, damn it.
So say
Still
we
a
all.
question of why one decided to go off on its own and not the other one. Nonetheless, let's try and get some damage in. Because he doesn't have any front-facing weaponry, so that's kind of okay. I just gotta
Yes,
remember
sir.
again, his missiles are up, aren't they? So just raise and lower as needed. That should help some there. And he's likely going to focus on the Minotaurs, so try and get as much elevation as I can. Navigation is almost fully repaired, so I should spend another turn just fixing it up fully. And then once we're clear of these sweepers, well, I have 2 turns till the missiles fire anyway.
Manticores taking damage.
So I saw this coming. Are they dropping enough though?
Incoming.
Nope, not enough,
Element
damn
is
it.
taking damage.
I should have raised instead of lowered. I didn't account for the elevation that he was higher than me. And let's see, how did hull damage do? Didn't seem too terribly bad, surprisingly. The top armor took most of the hits. But that was like his 3rd salvo, so it got to somehow survive 2 more salvos. And then he'll be pretty much running on just straight up on his macro weaponry. Or his broadside weaponry, essentially. So, what is the Manticore over here doing? Gains navigation shot, go figure. Go figure, the one thing I need most is a damn navigation. Is gain shot down, so as it stands now, this thing's gonna be pretty useless. Because it's not gonna be able to chase.
So say we all.
And I should be getting close to firing range now. Because you think he'd be feeling confident enough to try and get in now. He still has another torpedo salvo, so I should raise my ships. Like, if I'm already raising them, so that's not a problem. And that should help dodge those torpedoes a bit better, because apparently going lower didn't help very much. And I do have them set to focus fire, they just have to hit. Navigation is getting repairs, if only slowly though. So it's not helping very much. I got very little mobility on this damn thing. And I got a collision course, which I doubt I'm going to actually collide, but gotta try and dodge. Oh yeah, I'm pretty much underneath him now, so try and get what hits you can, I guess. Try and go straight on through this fleet. Because these things hopefully are still going to start firing while he fixates his attention on that damn Manticore. So gotta remember to keep on rising. Watch my elevation. Because I still want the artillery to start contributing. In fact, aggressive posture will help with my range even.
Yes, Commander.
Because it does increase the range of the weaponry. So, aggressive posture on you, aggressive posture on you. You're both on focus fire. And I would like you to try and shoot too, but you're probably not going to get to anytime soon, are you? Oh. Technically, you're sort of in range. No, you're not. Never mind. I was excited for a moment.
On it, Commander.
Never mind what I said about that. Just boost thrusters, I guess. Probably not going to help if torpedoes come your way. It's not looking promising, but not taking very much damage on the Manticore just yet. And I am behind him now, but does that help me? Only if I can fire missiles, which will be next turn. And I'm going to suspect he's going to try and prepare for this maneuver. At least for me shooting. Are your navigation up? Your navigation is up, but you're going to take full hit from these things, and your repairs are going to be subpar as a result too. So, hard to say if it's in my favor or not, but I do, well, the sweeper's already planting its damn thing down, so apparently it can continue to drop sweeper mines, so I don't know if that's like limit use or not.
Yes, Commander.
Again, I need to learn how these damn things function so I can take advantage of that. Or at least take it into account more than likely. Because I have missiles from behind, you can't sweeper everything. And I would like to fire these missiles too, but it's in the middle of a sweeper field. Speaking of which, next turn is his torpedoes, so keep that in mind. That is important, although I'm probably way too close now. Probably way too close,
Yes,
so I
Commander.
gotta try and get a little more evasive, I guess. Try to, anyway. No collisions, let's try this. Because I'm still focusing on the weakened one.
Manticores taking damage.
Okay, right armor's taking hits there. Hull's getting beat. Now, any damage I could do to this one? Not very well.
Yes, Commander.
Not very well, but it's damage nonetheless.
Missiles on their way.
Now, big question. Can this shoot? Hard to say, because I don't know how big the actual damn radius is for that sweeper. So I'm going to have to assume it can't hit them. I have to assume, so next turn I'm going to have to unload the missiles. Now, where's the adamant where that's weakened? I want to focus on that one. And start getting some kills. Equal the score, as it were. And you could just keep circling around. Just be annoying. Because you're already firing missiles, so that's fine. Can't fire missiles there, but I know he has torpedoes. Come to think of it again, he has torpedoes, so... I kinda need to evade, don't I?
Understood.
Because you know that's what exactly he's gonna do, is just fire torpedoes on me. At least on that one. Where he fires them at the adamants. More than likely, I feel like the Manticore might get shot at. And the fact that it's taking his time to plan might be a giveaway. Hard to say.
Yes, sir.
But top armor's gone, so... That was pretty much for a torpedo salvo, actually, so you should be fine. Just alter elevation, let's try this. Not the best vantage point for shooting, though, but... Manticores are doing a good job being awkward.
Manticores
Okay.
taking damage.
I saw this coming. Isn't it enough? Oh, perfect dodge. We are learning, folks. I'm improving. Now he has, what, only one salvo left? Actually, he only has 6 torpedoes on each of them because of his offensive posture, so... If I can do that again, then he's only got his
So say we all.
Vipers and macro cannons to do damage. Which I am really happy about. So, that thing's gonna get hammered right now.
Yes, Commander.
And this one, you're getting harassed by Vipers quite notably, unfortunately, so I fear you're not long for this world. And your left side's also gone, which, yeah, I'm turning the side that still has armor. That's good. I was a little bit worried about that. So that's good to know. 6 torpedoes left. And he is flying away from me. As weird as it sounds, I want to go super aggressive here. Because the Minotaur does have frontal weaponry. This might be foolish, but again, all my armor everywhere but the rear is still fine. So, despite the misplays, I am still damn durable with this Minotaur, so long as my rear is not getting hit. That's the only caveat. And I like to keep these broadsides hitting, ideally. Ooh, and I even have missiles available. Is it a clear shot, though? Hard to say, but we'll fire one to test the waters.
Manticores taking damage.
Okay, those missiles are going. That one's unfortunately gone. That is a little unfortunate. But he's turning. That's kind of okay. Now, can I make use of this damn artillery? I don't know if going right at him is a good idea or not. It's hard to say. I have 6 artillery on top and 2 in front, so you would think this would be a pretty decent idea. Alright, where was I there? We're trying an aggressive posture. I'm gonna have to try and... I kinda need to a little bit. Because I have the armor again. I think he wants to try and kill his Manticore, so... While we're doing that, let's finish off his damn adamants. This isn't over yet, but I need to be able to do a ton of damage in a hurry. And there's a good chance that might not happen. And of course, I don't know how much damage those Vipers actually been doing to me. They have been complicating things. I didn't realize he would focus all his attention on the Manticores, so I really hope this Minotaur can punish that. Because I did set its focus fire, right?
Manticore is taking damage.
Okay, one animate's gone. I'm taking armor on the front, which probably is not worth it. Which probably is not worth it considering the circumstances.
Yes,
so, and torpedoes are up next turn. So, and I forgot to turn off my focus fire, which is kind of okay, a little bit. But what can I hit that's... Well, really, none of his other ships took damage. Damn it! My animates have been doing a horrible job shooting his ships. Alas, and he's still got the sweepers down. I'm getting some missiles off, but now I don't have the armor anymore. And he's gonna focus his attention on this thing quickly.
Understood.
So I'm not sure what's the best posture here.
Understood.
Let me make sure I'm focus firing something though. As annoying as the sweeper is, it's not really a threat with me able to shoot just broadside weaponry at him. And next turn again he has torpedoes, so I gotta be ready for that. So let's at least try to get a second one. So front armor's gone. So I set you to focus fire on that, thank you. Now, damn it, you killed the final Manticore, so that's unfortunate.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see, we don't have missiles anymore, he does have torpedoes, so I gotta make sure my right armor takes the hits, which means I gotta try not to move at all. Because I think the missiles will go straight through the middle. It is probably my best guess. So, they already set the focus fire. This looks like a losing battle, unfortunately, now. So, hard to say what can improve on aside for dodging those torpedoes. Those are the biggest issues, because I lost my rear because of that torpedo. I lost the top armor on this one adamant, but since it's not getting shot at, that hasn't really played a part in this just yet. And the left armor took a bunch of torpedoes as well, but that's not an issue as well. Dodging would have been nice, though, still. So, can I do the damage I need to on this? Because these are still in aggressive posture. I didn't change that defensive, so that probably was a mistake there.
Minotaur is taking damage.
And there's the torpedoes I was expecting. Right on the armor.
Adamant is taking damage.
Probably not most
Minotaur
ideal.
down.
But damn it. I was going to say we had an equal fight, but his... He did a ton of damage to my other adamants in the same turn.
So say we all.
That's unfortunate. This would have been even battle. I wonder how much damage this adamant just took that turn. Because I'm pretty certain everything was looking pretty decent. And I can't turn around now. I'm curious, would the sweeper cancel out his own missiles? I wasn't watching for that. So really hard to say. Otherwise, he's gonna go try for the kill here, so defensive posture. Hell, that could have helped keep the Minotaur alive a little bit longer. And that's dead. That's taking some damage.
Taking damage.
And of course he has the Vipers to make things awkward, so that doesn't help too much. And I can't turn this thing around. But I can turn you around. Is there anything I can do still? Because I have missiles, arguably, and he doesn't. I'm just wondering what I can do about this little sweeper problem. Still need a focus fire. And sadly... Let's see... Yeah, none of his ships really took any damage, unfortunately, so this is definitely looking like a losing bout. unfortunately. And that's taking damage from everything. Turn around.
Adamant is taking damage.
Although he's just conveniently shooting at the other one, so he's not focus firing then? If I had to guess, maybe? Okay, left side's facing him. Gotta somehow try and hit him hard. Because this thing's pretty much dead
So
next
say we
turn. It's looking like, anyway. I still have the missiles, I just need to be able to get those salvos off safely. So, what can I do? Not really a whole lot till next few turns there. And again, he has no missiles, but he still has the Vipers, which could be... I don't know how much damage exactly they were doing, I just know they took out my rear armor immediately for the Manticores early on, so... They have to be doing some notable amount of damage, just not damage I'm paying attention to. Yep, he's focusing on that. So that's pretty much dead. It is still defensive posture, so it's not terrible enough, but I can at least make it look close if I could kill this last one.
Understood.
We'll see. And changing elevation is not going to help
Yes,
too much
sir.
either, I don't think, so... It's got poor front armor though, so I can at least still kill the third one, maybe? We'll see.
Adamant is taking damage.
Nope, that's dead unfortunately, so not happening. And I'm even hitting the left side, so yeah, I lose. How could I improve that? Again, it comes down to dodging the damn torpedoes. They soften me up more than what needed to be. And of course, it's just being more disciplined on just my elevation, quite frankly. Just making sure I'm always rising and lowering. And of course, making sure I know what his elevation is, because apparently going low just wasn't enough there if I went up for one torpedo salvo. That third salvo, I think it was, then I probably could have dodged that.
Adamant is taking damage.
Because once I negate those torpedoes, there goes a major portion of his damage. The sweeper was just awkward. A little awkward, so I really need to find out if it's like an ammo thing or is he just rearming it. Probably rearming it more than likely, but do need to learn its limitations as well.
Adamant is taking damage.
Dodging those torpedoes feel good, and it's doable. It's very doable dodging that. I just sadly took more damage than I needed to, which made maneuvers like turning around that not very effective for me. Oh well. Thank you for watching, everyone. Let's hope I can at least make some improvements.